Okay, good morning. Give me a second here. I'm just logging into my other accounts. Gotta be ready for today. It's gonna be an interesting morning. Let's get this started. Let's see if you guys can log on today. You'll be able to see. Let's see if this works. I don't know. I did it last night. No, for some reason it doesn't want to. I guess I can't change it because it opens. Well, here we go. There we go. 60% on those Google calls. Oops. Right, a drop. So we hit, yeah, this is the pre-market. Let me switch over to Zoom because I don't think this is going to work. All right, I'll give it a few more minutes. Let's see. There's a lot going on here with Google. $380.38. There's a lot going on there. There's Microsoft. Futures look good here. Let's look at the half gap. Half gap is way up here. I think it's going to hit the half gap to the upside. Full gap is up here. We need to know that. I don't know. Let's see if it breaks through this level. This is the big one. If we can start breaking through this level, we have a chance to get back up. Don't know if we're going to make new highs, but we're going to start going back up. All right. Just let me know if you can see or not. I'm not sure. Oops. If not, like I said, I'll go back to, there it is. There's Meta. Over to Zoom. Let me know if you can hear me now. I had it on mute. Okay. So I'm looking at the futures today. Yes, we did drop a little bit, but nothing that we can't get over. The half gap is up here from where we closed. right, which we're about to tag, which actually lines up with the 200. We need to get above that. We need to get back above this to start climbing back up. Oops. But we're holding this, so this is a good thing. We just need to start climbing back up to this. This wick, it doesn't look all that good, but we just opened. So we'll let that be for now. Google is kind of trying to figure it out. There's Tesla. Tesla's starting to bounce back. You know, Meta actually looks really nice here, but because the market with all that information, it's going to need some time to digest it. So I'm going to just wait to see. Amazon actually looks down. Google is still kind of pointing down, but it could be coming into the 200. Just the bounce. Apple is looking okay. Hey, come on, SPY. Let's see, what's this looking like? Yes, is trying. That looks good. ES looks a little bit more concerning. And QQQ. Okay. Palantir's starting to move. Okay. So I'm just seeing what we're doing here. Nothing much yet. It's testing. Banks. Bank is pointing up, but it has a 200 up here. So that's in the way. We'll see if we can push through that. Because we're starting to reject already here. I may take some money off this Google play. I like it, but I'm not going to say no to free money, right? Alright, I'm going to close Google just because it's starting to break. So I'm taking 40% off of Google. Here, guys. Come on, did I get out? Come on, get me out. 1 second. Okay. Oh yeah, totally. Discount City. Alright, so then here, where am I here? Okay. Those because I have until next week. This doesn't look too good to me. Banks look fine. I don't know why why Google started dropping, so I don't like that, but I'll take my money. Tesla is holding. Okay, so I'll hold off on that. Okay, just want to see if we get above that. I'm not getting involved with this chop. Either we break up, it's going to come up, come down, and then take off, or I wait for the drop. Banks, like I said, looks good. VIX. Let's see what this does. Okay. Still holding. So I'm still waiting to see what we're doing. Tesla now is starting to look a little bit weak. And we're starting to look like we're rejecting. Right? Tesla has supported 339. Big support at 338. I still think overall this has time until June. But we'll see if I get out of this and then re-enter after. Right, because we had that. Yeah, we're hitting the 78. That doesn't look good, but DMI is turning around under the 200 now. I don't like that. I still like it. I know we're getting a pullback to 338. Yeah, 338 is right there. Alright, I may take my money and I'm going to re-enter again once I don't know how far down we're going to go. And I don't want to find out as I'm holding this. AMD is coming down. When we hit this support, wherever it is, I'm telling you we need to start buying because they're doing this on purpose because these institutions didn't get in because they're stupid. A lot of these institutions, they think they're smarter, but they're really not smarter than us. They just happen to have more money. That's all it is. So, just making sure we have the money still, right? So, I think this was 55%. Okay. When Tesla starts going, it just kind of scares me. It's kind of just goes. I'm not going to be part of that. And Google, I still like I said, I'm letting all this digest. I don't want to spend my money trying to figure out what's going to happen. Nvidia, on the other hand, I have until the end of the year. That I'll add more. That to me, I'm comfortable with that. There's a deal that may be happening with Jensen in the Middle East there with Trump being there. So if this announcement comes up, it's going to be like one huge candle. Banks are still, now they're starting to get a little something here. I'm not ready to trade until we figure out what direction. This is how you lose your money. I'm not about losing my money. It's cheaper by here. It is cheaper, but I don't know if the fear has really started. There's support, but I'm waiting. That thing goes. It's Google. Google has a lot of resistance there. There's Palantir. Palantir has resistance 130. I was looking at that. I was looking at APP also if this thing starts breaking out. Yeah, around 380 is what I saw. MSTR. Come on. Go. MSTR 415. That was kind of looking like a setup. The TSM. I didn't catch the TSM. But on the 4 hour, this little move that it did, it broke out of here, it tested this low and then took off. 185 to 195, that's 10 points. APP is starting to look like it wants to do the same thing. Like this was the retest here. I want to see if now it's going to take off. So I want to see this. This is the 380. If it starts going above it, then I'm interested. I think it needs another little retest. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, I have my alert there. Okay. And where's bank again? Bank's still going up. Slightly. Lowe's is dropping. I think this is going to come into this and come back down. But either way, I'm fine with Tesla. I'll get in a minute. Or whatever I'm going to do. It's because I'm playing with my aunt's account. That's why I have to be careful. Because I can't lose this money. Hey, look at Boeing. It's up slightly today. Come on, are we breaking? What other news do we have today? Powell already, I think, is speaking or is done. There's business inventories and housing index at 10 o'clock. May be it. Maybe the move that we need. Natural gas, no, maybe, and there's no bonds. Tomorrow's OPEC, so I gotta put that in, so that can move us. Or just be chopped and not good, but the consumer sentiment tomorrow is something to look at. We just have to be patient. Let's go. Okay, Tesla's still holding. Mm. 133 support. And Meta. Okay, so Banks is starting to look a little weaker. And there goes Tesla. What if we take Tesla to the downside? Has to break that 337. It's red, but if it breaks, oh, there's a UNH call. That's hysterical. All right, so we're starting to drop here. I'm going to get some 584 puts. There's nothing. So there's this support right here. Let's see if that could be a target. There it goes. Come on down. Yeah, the 200's there, so it's holding the 100 there. Let's see if it comes down. VIX is doing a nice job. Bank's looking kind of, it wants to drop. NQ looks like it's on the same page. So I'll put this in real quick. SPY. This is the 584. And I got in at, I didn't do many because this is my aunt's account. I'm going to go to my account now. Come on, drop. VIX, I don't like how this just turned here. And Tesla's starting to go. There goes Tesla. Starting to go. Really, it's 335 that it needs to break. $5.84. Okay. Okay, 2 wicks here off the 100. Bank is still looking like it wants to come down. No lower wick. There's big resistance at 586. 586 is way up here though. Come on down, let's go. Even if it's coffee money, come on. Okay, VIX is, I wish DMI would go up on both the red to the ES and green to VIX, so that it can work together and drop us quickly. Bank still looking like it wants to drop. Come on. Okay, come on. Sure, it's taking its time. Okay. Starting to kind of turn around on us. VIX is starting to drop now. Looks like we want to hold, but the candle is nice. Bank is holding right here. Okay. I have to get out here. You see SPY if that resistance is still there. So I broke that 586 that I was looking at. But it still can't get above it. Officially anyway. Okay, now DMI is pointing up, but banks is still heading down. That's quite interesting. Let's see if this turns now. Because there's still resistance here, so I'm waiting. I'm going to be a little bit more patient. I need VIX to start popping. Bank isn't showing much. Because I think of it like this, if this is going down, it's just trying to test us this way. As long as we stay under that, we should be fine. Something like that. Let's see. The upper wick looks good. We're starting to get a little wick here, little hammer on the VIX, but the DMI still haven't turned. That level is stubborn though. They're trying to get through it. There's news in 5 minutes, so this could go either way. Come on. Let me see what the other stocks are doing. Tesla's down. Meta's down. Microsoft had an upgrade or something. Amazon looks doesn't look good, like I said before. So that may be a possibility to the downside. Google's hanging on barely, and Apple's still, it's holding on to the 200, but it's getting close. It's wicking above my little retainer wall there. Let's see. DMI just turned again. They're waiting for this news. That's what they're doing. Come on. RSI is not helping because it's just there. DMIs aren't helping. And VIX is trying to hold. Banks are starting to show a little something. Let me check Amazon. Amazon, so 204 easily, 204.50 easily down to 204. And SPY is still at that same level. And Q playing around with VWAP. Bank is heading down again. We went down to the 61 and bounced. Now we're holding the 30, 38, which usually means we kind of keep going higher. But with news, you never know. But that hold here at the 38, I'm not liking it all. And the VIX is starting to go. But the banks is so confusing. There's nothing here with the VIX. DMIs are not showing me anything. Banks is. But it is low on RSI. Okay, now I'm getting an arrow up. This is telling me bullish, but I don't, this wick. It's definitely above my level that I drew. Right now we're getting DMI to go and it's 10 o'clock. So let me see if the news came out. It's not. So it's less. And that's less. Ah, shoot. Are we going up? Yep. All right. I am out. Okay. Yeah, I'm out. Come on, get me out. That's a nice candle there. Wow. Really nice candle. Google didn't really affect it. Tesla's kind of still there. That's a nice candle, boy. Let's see if there's more to it or if that's it.
Yes, business inventories. This is a March number, Carl. Expecting a build of 0.2% comes in at half that speed, up 0.1%. That would be the smallest business inventory build of the year, and it's reverse countdown. 3.3.2.1 are January, February, March. December of last year was down 0.3. So we have been building, but at a slower pace each month. Now we have a May read on National Association of Home Builders Housing Market Index. And for that, we head to Diana Olick. Diana?
Well, Rick, builder sentiment in May fell sharply, down 6 points to 34 on the NAHB's index. This is the lowest since the index hit 31 in December of 2022, which was when mortgage rates first went over 7% post-pandemic. The street was looking for flat. Builders cite growing uncertainty stemming from elevated interest rates, tariff concerns, building material cost uncertainty, and the cloudy economic outlook.
This, I think, hit the half gap.
90% of the responses were taken before the May 12th announcement that the U.S.
Yeah, it hit the half gap. It was trying to go up to the full gap.
Trade talks to continue. Now, of the index's three components, current sales conditions fell 8 points to 37. Sales expectations in the next 6 months dropped 1 point to 42, and buyer.
That was actually really nice. So you saw how I did the fibs, right? And this was, I should have just looked at it, and I saw it, but it hit right at the 61. This was perfect. This should have been my clue right here. This, yes, that candle we can always drop, but it hit it perfectly at the 61. So what I did was at 8:30. This is the low that I'm looking at, and then the high was here because it had the double top. And that was it. That was the clue. All right, let's see what we do now. The banks didn't even react. Interesting.
0.1%. Big step down than what we got in March. But perhaps not surprising because March, remember, everyone was front running the tariffs.
Let's run a scan. Let's see if there's anything out there.
On that, if you look at where the weakness was in terms of spending for Americans in the
UNH, well, it's like all of it. Puts. Tesla puts today. Coin puts. Interesting. There's no real calls yet. Everything puts. Tier puts. Sometimes this thing foreshadows. Like yesterday I saw that Core Weaver and I really didn't even pay attention to it, but it was saying calls. I saw that it went up. Yeah, Tesla puts, Marvell puts. This is great though. The fact that if we could drop today, this would be great. If we can get it, because then we'll hop into some credit spreads and make our money. But right now we're just sitting here. There really wasn't much in the scanner. Let's try this other one. Yeah, all puts. See if there's any divergence. Okay, let's see. AMD, Arista, it's telling me. Alright, let's look. AMD and Arista. So Arista is sitting right at the 100 SMA, looking like it's about to drop. Arista, because when you see something like this that it moves so quickly, I almost think of this as a gap. So what I would like here is if we came back down to this level to 92, I would love to get Arista. Let's put that in the ANET. I'm going to put this in my watch list for send to, where do I send it to? Swing. Okay, I want to watch that to see what it does. This would be perfect. Tesla's still playing with this level. Let me see what this looks like. Yeah, this thing comes down to this. I would love it to 320, 315. Oh my goodness. I would even buy this for like January and just kind of leave it there. For Tesla, because this thing has more legs. But I'm not ready yet because I don't know what we're doing. Okay, so ANET. Amazon. All right, it's starting to come down a little bit. So I see, you know how I always say when these EMAs are all tied up like this, it's going to go one way or the other. We're underneath all these. That's why I think we're going to drop today. Yesterday we were on top of it, so it's fine. Now we're underneath. I still think we drop. It's too early for this SPX, but let's just see.
Yeah, I think that this is a real big problem. I mean, people are mostly worried about whether it'll cause a recession because of all the increased uncertainty, because the Trump administration flip-flops every day and gets in the middle. It's actually, as he said, it's good TV. But the long-run issues are
Oh,
really
the other way.
much more
Oops.
serious because we've developed a system where we have very efficient supply chains, that we have flows of goods and services and capital across countries, and that's actually made for a
So
better world
that's a
for
little
many
aggressive, but
more successful
59.15.
economies. If that goes away, that's actually harmful to the long-run economic growth, not just of the
So
other countries,
12.
but the U.S. as well. And that's
Between the
really a big
29
problem.
and
That's actually a bigger problem than the short run effects.
59.15, 59.20.
Rick, I just want to, and Sarah, I want to push back a little bit on the, and I know that
Starting
there
to
was some
go,
talk about foreigners dumping our treasuries and what's happening with the global trading system. During the week of May 9th, Japanese investors bought
huh?
15.3 billion
59.15 is
U.S.
higher
shares
than
in
the
June.
high.
Buying was seen in 3 of the last 4 weeks. So that does run counter to the narrative that foreign buyers are, for some, just
That's what I'm looking
buying
at. If we
foreigners.
start going, I'm going to
What's
get that
happening? What's
quickly.
really happening?
Well, the thing is that whenever we introduce some sort of
59.15, let's see.
giant lower tariffs,
59.20.
you see the markets bounce back. And in fact, we've seen a huge bounce back in the stock market, for example. So the fact that you do periods when you get sort of good news that
I'm going to try it.
something
Actually, the
is going to
DMI is
happen
starting to
fast in
point up.
terms
Let me get the other
harming this
account.
international financial system, the markets bounce back. But that doesn't mean that there haven't been
So I did
long-run consequences
59.15,
in this context. And in fact, the treasury yields
59.20,
are actually very high. The long-term yields are actually quite
35
high,
cents.
particularly relative to what
If we
Treasury
drop
history tells
quickly,
us.
I can
This
make
is
some
actually
quick
unusual,
cash.
but in fact very understandable given what has been happening in terms of policies from the U.S. government.
So you sound pretty, I mean, you sound pretty negative. Does that mean that you expect the economic fallout from here to be ugly? Because we haven't really seen the impact, right?
We haven't seen the impact yet. We're starting to see a little bit. I mean, I noticed when you buy goods still, they have prices haven't gone up. I just bought something on Amazon, which are earplugs, and they were just as cheap as ever. And that's because they were in inventory stocks. But that's not going to last because the things are made in China. Okay,
Yeah, let's see what this
the
does.
effects of the tariffs are actually going to be coming down the road. They aren't really here yet because people had stockpiled so many goods pre-tariff that in fact you can still purchase things at relatively low prices, but that's not going to continue. The other issue is that there's permanent damage here to a trusted system that seemed to work pretty well. I know that many voters and
Okay.
many people in Donald Trump's administration isn't so sure about that this has been a good thing, but in fact, our global trading system has gotten more than 1 billion people out of poverty, deep poverty in the world, which is a huge achievement. Huge improvements in terms of life expectancy and so forth. And in
Come
fact,
on.
the U.S. has actually been served well also.
Starting to push
Maybe
up
other people
again.
have gotten even better from this, but we've done all right from it as well. This is a real long-term issue. We're seeing the markets reflecting that, particularly in the Treasury bond market, and it is a real problem. It's a problem for the Federal Reserve.
Yeah, you made that point, and certainly many others have made it as well. Rick, when you talk
I'm
about
all an economist because we do think about economics and we're trained in a similar way, so it's not unusual that many of us agree.
no, all right, but when you say long term, given the short term nature of everything these days, what do you mean? Are we talking many years from now we see the full impact that you're expecting, perhaps?
Oh, absolutely. I think the type of system that the
Come
U.S.
on.
basically developed very unusually. The U.S. took a lead in this after World War II, particularly because of the mistakes that were made after World War I when this wasn't done and the world was a disaster. In fact, there are a lot of parallels to what happened in the interwar period to what's happening today in terms of damage both to the economy and also
Just
to
give us a
society.
quick
The
little
world
flush
war.
down.
It's a very scary thought that this can happen, but the odds are higher now than they were previously. So the long run effects are actually things that got quite a long way. That you could talk about years, and growth rates being lower for a period of years is a much bigger impact in terms of people's situation than a short-term recession. So this is actually really, I think, the biggest issue, even though the issue of whether it will harm the economy in the short run is one that people focus on.
Yeah, it's a great point about sort of short-term and long-term news cycles. Rick, really appreciate your input today. Good to see you again. Patrick, appreciate it.
Great to see you.
Turning abroad, guys, as you know, I just got back from the Saudi-U.S. Investment Forum, which took place this week in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Some of our biggest companies joined President Trump and Saudi companies and leaders to talk about investment prospects and deals there. And there were a lot of deals made. President Trump announcing a commitment by Saudi Arabia, formalizing that commitment to invest $600
Oh
billion
boy, this is going to be a slow morning.
nearly $142 million defense deal to provide, quote, state-of-the-art warfighting equipment and services from over a dozen U.S. defense firms. That's according to the White
The
House.
fibs again, we'll do it from up here.
Deals from U.S. firms into Saudi firms
So if we get closer down to the 61,
from the biggest oil companies in the world.
just have to watch to see if this is going to be the level that it bounces today or not.
Preliminary deals with major U.S. companies worth potentially up to $90 billion. Everything from oil collaboration with the likes of Exxon to AI deals with NVIDIA and Amazon to financial deals with PIMCO.
If we get under this level,
Amazing to see, first of all, how much bullishness
that's the sign that we're going to get
I'm talking like 50% of the
more bearish with that green, this green level.
And I think the reason that the stocks went up
It's just taking its time.
or NVIDIA is because that is a big and growing market with a very strong conviction to both partner with the United States and buy a lot of our stock, particularly around technology. David, it's an economy that's set to grow 3% this year. It's a very young demographic. They've just sort of unleashed women into the workforce in the last few years, and that's been a big economic stimulus as well. This was a panel I did with Alex Karp of Palantir and IBM and Google, and it's just amazing what they said there about the culture doing business with a government there, that a monarchy that supports what they're trying to do. It's a very
Anybody else looking at anything else like interesting here? Because
Yeah, well, I mean, the Saudis, again, I don't, the size of their economy is versus many in the rest of the world, it's not that large, but
let's
that's
see if anything changed on the scanner.
transition.
If not, I'll just do my own. I'll look at all the stocks that I have and see if there's anything
Vision 2030.
Yeah, and so that's
still the same.
a lot of investment.
Still all puts.
That is outgoing flows where they have financed so much, obviously, around the world, given the money that they have, but internally.
And that was sort of the new story. They're trying to diversify and become a global AI hub. By the way, President Trump is in UAE today, continuing this three-stop tour, and deals have come about on all three of them.
Yeah, let's see.
These are countries with huge sovereign wealth funds.
Starting to have a little bit of slippage here.
Deals for the Trump organization, too. I'm going to rub it up for the rest of the hour. Walmart CFO says this morning tariffs are still too high and price hikes could be coming soon. He's going to join us next as the stock pulls back on earnings.
Plus, Jersey United Health, they are plummeting again.
Again, UNH, really?
Of a criminal report. We're going to talk to an analyst who says the stock
Oh my God, how much lower can they go?
Dow.
And Foot Locker sprinting higher after deal news with Dick's Sporting Goods.
Oh my goodness. I had to go back to the 5 year, maybe even 10 year, to look where this could go. I think I was looking at it was 270, but the 3 years showed it a little clearer. No, 5 year. Not the 5 day. Something like that. But that was last night. Now it just kept going further. Oh my goodness. Imagine it goes all, I mean, they're going to have to take that out of the Dow. Yeah, look at that. Palantir has been one of the best performers. Yes, surging. Tesla, another retail investor favorite, also made the list at 50.6% gain. VST, it's also saying, for energy. Alright, starting to push up again. If you get above this, then I'll be a little cautious, but we'll see what it does.
Let's take a look at shares of Walmart. There you see it's down about a little over 3% after the company did
Banks starting to drop a little bit, but came back.
sales estimates, slight revenue miss, marking the first since February.
We're still in, we're trying to pop out of the orb here, but not extreme. I wish it was cleaner, a cleaner day, but I guess it's been all these days waiting, and they're still not sure what direction they want to take it in. We're just waiting. Let me check out the volume profile. I haven't done that in a while. Oh, and this for SPX it won't work because there's no volume. Okay. So yeah, now we have it above. If we start getting this under that point of control level, then we're heading down. Well, down-ish. We'll see. Just put it there. Point of control will be there and there. Okay. Watch that. We're still in the orb. Let me check these other people out real quick. I just want to see the so it's saying like 58.95 has resistance, big resistance here, and it has support here at 58.75, so it's stuck in these levels, and you can see that's what it's doing. 58.80. If it looks like if it wants to, but then 58.95, and then it has resistance up here, 59. I don't know if that's 15-ish maybe. But that 58.95 has to hold it. That's the big level to look at. 58.95, that's where are we? Yeah, up here. This is one messy morning. I think I may go just get breakfast and wait for later to see if there's something better. Just check other things out. See if there's anything. Yeah, you see my other trader friends have puts. I usually don't look because I don't like getting them in my head, right? Because I'm looking, but just see if anybody else is trading and they're looking at the put side. Interesting. Microsoft was the winner. Meta I really want to get back in, but not yet. Amazon managed to hold its support, and Google's trying to hold support. And Apple's trying to hold there. Yeah, it's the only one that's really moving. And this was somewhat cleaner because as soon as it was on top of that 200, it just took off. We got on top of the orb too, so that's important to know. On top of the orb, it's showing you that it's going to push up. There we go. We're almost back in the orb for SPX. And you can see the point of control right there, so we still need to get under that. VIX is starting to point a little bit up, and let's see, where's our bank? The bank is starting to point down now. There we go. It's starting to break the point of control. Needs one more candle to get under it. That point of control. We're in the orb. Need to get below that half orb. We need to get under and hold. VIX is starting to point up. DMI looks good there. We need the DMI for the red side to keep pointing up. The balance of power there showing red. That's positive. Come on, Tesla, drop so I can get you. Amazon looks like it wants to go now. And Nvidia, again, I'm not worried because it's stop time. Yeah, Amazon's starting to go slightly. It has to get below that wick in order to continue. Further, yeah, we go. Oh, we were up 30% a second ago. Come on, keep going. We're in the half orb. Holding on to the VWAP. Same thing here. Yeah, we're not really doing much. I do have a feeling we're going to start dropping though soon if we start breaking through these levels. Now we're at below the 50%. There we go. That's Palantir. Yeah, I want Palantir to drop because I want more of Palantir. There's Palantir. Yeah, Palantir somewhere around here would be nice. Ideally further down. Does need a nice pullback. Just look at this big move up. I just consider these like a gap. It's so big. And so maybe that or 120, something like that. Let's see if there's anything here. Palantir. 35 on those SPX credit. Okay, there's Palantir. It breaks that 126. We're going to 125 quick. And it is. Let me grab the other account. There's another account. I swear I need like 10 phones. Okay. PLTR. Let's see, I'll do a quick. This thing's gonna break or not. It's trying to hold. Right at the trend line. If this thing starts flushing, especially this level here, here we go. Yes, thank you, Dan. Alright, I'm going to do that for next time because I feel like I'm talking to myself. Here we go, it's starting to break. Come on. VIX needs to break that 50. Push us up. We need to break the bottom of this orb. Palantir. Let's see if that goes. There's Tesla. Tesla's starting to double bottom, or it's going to keep going. Amazon. Looks good. I'm so mad about Google. It could have waited like a couple more minutes to drop. No, it had to do that. Go all the way to the top in the pre-market. Like, really? There we go. Bank is starting to drop. Tesla's starting to drop. There we go. That's what I want. I'm going to buy some SPY for tomorrow. Let's see if this thing goes. I'll close it out today probably, but I'm gonna buy it for tomorrow. Let me just look at book map, see if there's anything here. We're up 30% on this. Call credit. See what levels we have here. So that could just be that, and then it would pop up. It's still the 61 again that we bounced off of. It's really trying to hold the support because it knows if we start breaking this, we're going to hit the pre-market, like the European lows, and then possibly down here. It's really trying to hold. 200's down here. There you go. Where's my account? I don't usually like getting puts at the bottom, but this is at the 200 here. I'll use it as a lotto. Let's see if we can get through. Let's see what that does. So, point of control moved down. Oops, fine. I'm gonna go right here. That'll be my stop. 585.95. I didn't go heavy. That's my stop for now. Could make it higher with the point of control because it could come in here and reject. Bank is RSI, just noticed is blue. Is at a low. Alright, so now let's see how far up we can go with bank. I'm going to use this. I'll use this leg. It's 2 legs that it gave us, but if we can get back above this level, it's possible that we can start going back up. Let's look at SPX. Let's say there. As long as we stay below that, we should, I mean, we could even go up to here somewhere and it's still lower high. Still under that 200. So it's going to be some big little attempt that it's going to have to try to do. In the meantime, we could take its time so that we can, it's incoming, so that we can get more money on the call credit. And those lottos are for the downside in case. Alright, so it's starting to bounce. Oh, it hit my, already? Sure did. It's starting to bounce, uh-oh. This is some crazy little market here. They don't want to let it drop. Alright, upper wick on this candle right into the orb, not the orb, the point of control. I'm still in these puts because it just went up so quickly. I needed to give it a candle. Problem is that we're holding the 200 on the NQ. This is kind of scary here because it's starting to step up. It held at 1, 2, 3, 4. The only thing holding us now is that 200. Kind of the same thing here. Like that, yeah, it's kind of holding there. That I don't like. Yeah, it even shows you here. We did a better job in my drawing ability, non-ability. Yeah, I don't like that. Hopefully we get another little drop so I can get out of these. Take my gain. Because we're going back into the orb too. And I'm starting to go above that point of control. No likey. Come on, drop for me one more time. And it's almost 11 o'clock too, which is the European. Come on, give us that drop. I'm out of those puts. Again, they weren't big. When I get into these puts at the bottom, I don't like them. But what I do is it's an entry. It's an entry position for me. I only had 3. It says it's entry position. If it starts breaking on me, that's when I add more. But if it flushes, I'm like, well, at least I'm in, right? So that's something. But I'm not gonna put all my money in something like that because you should get it from the top down, not the very top. So today, let's see. Where's the drop? Come on, we're at 28% here. It's not what I like, but I'll take green any day over loss.
And market expertise in over 40 industry verticals, all to help make the most important investment connections of all. Yours.
But we're holding, so
At
we're still under that 200. Again, though, this stair step is what I don't like.
Closing bell overtime, weekdays 4 Eastern and streaming on CNBC Plus.
Competition is a huge part of ambition. I've raced cars for about 30 years. Car racing is so competitive. How do you know the financial markets? CNBC's audience is the most ambitious audience there is.
Whether we're headed into a recession or not, one trader thinks that one overlooked part of the market could be ripe with opportunities, and it's all about helping small and medium-sized businesses grow. Tuning to our Market Navigator segment later on today on Power Lunch for those trades, 2 p.m. Eastern Time.
Not all multi-millionaires built their wealth the same way. You have the fearless investor, the type A CPA, the bootstrapper, the boot maker. Yeah, and then you do have something in common.
You all play Schwab.
Without doubt, thanks to their award-winning service, low cost.
See some people enter Amazon, which is what I was looking at before, but it's just sitting there. Should be looking at J&J. Yeah, I guess I don't look at pharma, but J&J did go up.
Seems like the gladiators get a lot of positive social sentiment.
Innovation changes everything. With one investment, you can access the NASDAQ 100 names who are rethinking the world. April investors report may consider fund investment objectives, risks, charges, assessment, or prospectus at investor.com.
Well, back to swap and street copper prices surging this year. U.S. demand expected to grow 40%. That's over the next decade. Of course, there are still some big questions around foreign metal imports. Brenda Stevens, she's in Utah with an inside look at one of the country's most competitive mines. Good luck.
Good morning, David. I'm here at Rio Tinto's Kennecott copper mine, which supplies about 20% of the U.S.'s
So
refined
35% here.
enormous 2.5 miles across,
Come on, is this it? Give us more.
This is a challenging deposit to mine, including getting to the most lucrative ore body. The most copper-rich ores at the bottom of the mine. So in order to access that, they have to constantly work down, blasting through all of this big stuff. Plus, Rockford doesn't have enough copper to make it profitable to actually extract that ore. And so what he's
There we go. This I like. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Another 2 candles like that. Or you can get out now. Keep it coming. I don't like these little bounces here. It really does not want to give it up. The same level, the same. I'm looking at ES here, this line that I drew. And this is my support that I had on NQ, that green band here. And we're in the green band here in ES. You're either going to get tired of this. The 50 is luckily holding us back. Or it's going to decide to rip through.
Domestic producers, let me know when you're in.
I really wanted 50% at least at this, but
Investigation is ongoing. Rio Tinto is mounting a tough stance on it, given that they are an international company. But what it really speaks to is this push to try to have more domestic production come online. And it's really great to have that support at the highest level. But what the mining industry really needs is more clarity on the permitting front. A mine like this, a new mine, can have to have more than 90 permits. It can get stuck in litigation that is ongoing for decades. The average timetable to bring a mine online in the U.S. is 29 years. That is the second slowest in the world, behind only Zambia. And so while all of this action from the administration is supported for domestic prices, we have seen COMEX prices outstripping LME prices because of that pull forward in demand in anticipation of that possible 232 investigation and ruling. What we really need is more clarity on the permitting front for us to get
on.
projects up and running.
Yeah, domestic mining gets owned by foreign companies.
Give us one big flush down.
Great look.
Get us out.
What it looks like to be in a mine. Pippa Stevens.
8 minutes till 11.
Popping higher. A news that Dick's Sporting Goods.
So if we start going, I'll take the put side, put credit, and I'll be happy.
Trend Tracker is sponsored by CME Group. CME Group, where risk meets opportunity.
Asking the right question and great in the future. Are you qualified to do this? What? Especially when it comes to your finances.
Do you have a question?
Are you a certified financial planner?
Yes.
So for puts, let me get rid of this.
Professionals are committed to
Let's
making
look for
your
this.
business last. That's why it's gotta be a CFP. Find your
We
CFP
have
professional.
50 at 58.60. Who else do we have? We just have that support right here. 58.40. 58.30. 58.53. 58.53. 58.50. That seems to be levels that we have for
I like things
support.
That's why I love writing
So
recommendations. They know what I want.
that doesn't pay though.
A home that's just right.
Yeah, they're not paying for that. Let's see if that. mhm.
Become a smarter investor with the power of CNBC Pro. Go to cnbc.com/getpro now.
Mercer County reminds you to recycle right. We must all do our part.
58.35. That's not bad. I would take that.
Pizza boxes and plastic bags are prohibited in the recycling stream. Also, only
I would take
plastics
58.35.
are
Yep.
accepted in the Mercer County recycling program. Lithium batteries are a fire hazard and should never be thrown in a recycling container. So for more information on recycling in Mercer County, visit our website. Mercer County says let's work together and recycle right.
Win one championship, you're celebrated. Win twice, they call you a hero. 3 times, they say words like legend and dynasty. But when you've won it all 7 times, the trophy
So
speaks for
SPX
itself.
58.35.
Ram Trucks. Ram, 7-time winner of Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
Right now, another qualified current FCA license. Series 2025 Ram 1500 big block crew cab, 4x4 for $369 a month. See your Philadelphia area Ram dealer today.
On news that Dick's Sporting Goods is buying the company for $24 a share. Dick says the deal will be accretive to earnings in the first full year after it closes in the third or fourth quarter. The intention is to run Foot Locker as its own business.
Yeah, that doesn't. I don't like that. This here.
One of the questions is where she goes
Yeah.
next.
NQ. What are you doing? NQ is pushing.
Foot Locker. But if you look at a long-term chart,
All right. Come on.
just in the last few years or so,
Back at the top.
big merchants, and
Yep.
so the hope is they will be able to do this with a lot as well.
Yeah, as you point out, a huge premium. You can get cash, $24 a share over stock, 0.1168 shares. Choice left to shareholders, so you can potentially benefit from the combination. And speaking of which, 6 times EBITDA, also pretty low multiple they're paying here. But Sarah, why is Dick's getting crushed on this?
Back at the
There may
orb.
be some people setting it up with should you acquire it because there is a stock component, but still, that's a big loss.
Maybe a premium and just that Foot Locker,
That candle.
with the latest numbers, they just haven't been performing well at all. I was also just going to say, like, this is a theme, consolidation. JD, the UK-based retailer, they have taken pivot and finish line, and so
We
continuing
need to be entered now on this PX. Put credit spread if we get it 58.35. You can move it up a bit. 58.35, 58.30.
Why the company's in its crosshairs and what India has to do with it. Meantime, shaving some losses as yields have come back just a touch.
We just need to get a little pullback. I got filled on one partially, it says.
At Morgan Stanley, old school hard work meets bold new thinking. To help you see untapped possibilities and relentlessly work with you to make them real.
When I started Walton Goggins Goggles last night with your website, you go down here and you say, I make your website so fast I can call my customers Goggins. While they're shopping for Goggins for their Goggins.
So it would be like way down here. 58, like down here. So that's why I think it's safe. 58.35 down here, unless we completely flush, but I don't know if I'll keep it open all that long either. We'll see, depending on what direction we go. We're just sitting here 1 minute till the European. Phone calls. It's trying to break that 5,900 really badly, huh? Still sitting there. Google, there's Amazon. Palantir starting to come back up. Boeing. Apple is turning around, which that's a little scary. I don't like those candles, I'm telling you, I don't know. I hope we get a little flush.
Then billionaire investor Frank report on how the easing of China-U.S. trade tensions could impact his bid for TikTok.
The CEO of Ibotta, the Walmart-backed digital promotions company, reporting
We're gonna break even here if anybody's scared. Get out, break out, break even, or actually we're up 7% now. Let's go.
Meantime, trying to come off the initial lows today. Another huge spike on the back of some of this data. There's been a lot of it today. Retail sales, PPI, claims, Empire, and Philly. But we'll see. Got almost to a 5 handle briefly on the 30-year before coming back about 5 or 6 basis points. We'll begin with the market. Our next guest is still expecting a recession and says volatility is the name of the game going forward.
trying, look, it's broke the 5,900.
People are now looking at the equity market saying, oh, okay, everything's fine. But consumers tend to have a longer memory, and I think that they're going to begin to pull back as we move into May.
Is that wealth effect, sort of that hot stove mentality, a bigger concern for you than, say, what a 10% baseline or a 14% average tariff rate may do to spending?
Well, it's a near-term shock, right? I mean, a longer-term shock is if you're a company and you were thinking to yourself, you know what, I'm going to move my supply chain to Mexico to avoid 150% tariffs in China, and now all of a sudden the Chinese tariffs are 30% and Mexico.
Let's see what this European close is going to do for us. Banks started turning around here a little bit. VIX is just not helping at all.
Manufacturing, where it'll be relatively insulated from future tariffs, unless they were to go to the United States. And of course, for a lot of these products, manufacturing in the U.S. just isn't.
I mean, at all.
And so there's this real issue of where companies are going to
Support is down here, which means this could move up quickly. And it looks like it's doing that already.
Their profit margins, but also price increases for consumers, which most of them do not want to do.
So where do you expect that to show up, Drew? Jobless claims still looking pretty tame. I mean, if there was really a sense of panic and not knowing the cost structure, wouldn't you start to see layoffs?
I think you have to think about it from a large organizational perspective, right? I mean, companies do not do layoffs kind of on kind of like a 1 week, oh wow, we need layoffs.
18 is saying 59.19 to get in for calls.
Process for months, right? Because it's
RSI is all the way at the top.
companies, and in order to figure out kind of what layoffs you're going to do, you have to first kind of figure out what your strategy is for handling these things. And I think companies
Let's see if
right now
there's
are
any
in
new ones.
kind of the ideation phase of how do we manage when we don't know which country is going to have what tariff and how long those tariffs are going to remain in place for.
That 5,900 is still there.
The next step, which is
And that support is still there. The bank is starting to push though. Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't really like this. And we can kind of close our eyes and see what happens. But this is starting to push.
This get reflected in actual activity. And one notion they had, Drew, was that if you start to see contraction in employment, that will show you that the corporates are not.
I mean, is that the pullback that this thing has? That's it?
It's exactly what I'm trying to say. You're going to see the survey data first. And in fact, if you look at some of the New York Fed surveys,
Yeah, maybe we should go higher with that.
what we've seen is that there's been a dramatic increase in the number of upper income people saying that they think they might be laid off in the next year. And there's been a dramatic decline in the real wage gains that are expected by upper income consumers. So when those two factors happen,
58.45.
paid less as an upper income consumer, and you're more worried about being laid off, the natural response is to start saving for a rainy day. And that means, hey, you know, we used to eat out 2 times a week, we're going to eat out 1 time a week. Maybe we're going to skip a vacation or a vacation closer to home. Maybe we're going to keep our car for an extra year rather than kind of rolling into a newer car. All those things, if they come by now,
Let's go to this one.
promise you sort of slower economic
I do have to put in context though, Drew, what about the tax bill? I mean, if they do get certainty on permanence of tax cuts for corporates, and the DMED set to kick in, I mean, I just have to say, I was with a bunch of these CEOs this week in Saudi, and I know they were all pulled up about prospects and business in the Middle East, but they were there because Trump was there. I mean, it's a very supportive relationship between those CEOs and Trump. There was no talk of tariffs. There was no talk of uncertainty. The context matters, but I'm just saying, it's not like we're seeing some deep freeze here by big business as a result of all this.
You're not seeing a new freeze, but I kind of wonder what's happening to their investment plans. I mean, if you're going to cut back
Okay,
on your
I'm in
investment
there.
plans, you're certainly not going to stick your head up and say, I'm cutting back on my investment plans, right? And here's why I'm doing it. You know, so I think when we really think about these things, I think we need to kind of really focus on the consumer as being the driver of this, because consumers respond either through greed or fear. And right now, I think the gauge is moving towards fear. Consumers are increasingly, what survey data tells us, is increasingly fearful for the outlook in ways that we haven't seen in a very long time, and at a speed at which we haven't seen in a very long time. And I do think that sets the stage for a significant slowing in
Just
growth.
typing this out real quick.
Maybe we don't
58.
get a recession, but I don't think whatever we're heading
Starting.
vetted here, but the president is sending positive signals.
All right,
about
so
deals with
hopefully
both
this thing
countries. He
starts
travels
kind
to
of
the Middle East.
coming
The president
down, and
overnight
so we
addressing
can
a
leg
leadership
out of
roundtable
these.
in Qatar. That he said that he doesn't want military conflict with Iran.
I want them to succeed. I want them to end up being a great country, frankly, but they can't have a nuclear weapon. That's the only thing. It's very simple. It's not like I have to give you 30 pages worth of details. There's only one sentence. They can't have a nuclear weapon. And
This is our big
I think
level.
we're getting
If
close
we start breaking through
to
this, that's a
deal
problem,
with
but
to do this.
hopefully they'll
Now, the president did not explain what
start retesting down. Like, look at this. This is,
That's
crazy.
engaged in talks with Iran in Oman, and a top advisor to Iran's supreme leader told NBC News yesterday that Iran is ready to sign a nuclear deal with certain conditions in exchange for the U.S.
RSI is hot
sanctions on the
here.
country. And on India, the president has taken credit for pushing for an
Let's
end
look to
to
see where this
forever
is going to
tensions
drop.
between that country and Pakistan.
We maybe
although
should
the
take our
Indian government has pushed
exit
back on some of what Trump has
at
said.
one of these levels.
Today, Trump suggested the Indian government has made him a trade offer.
India's the highest, one of the highest tariff nations in the world. It's very hard to sell into India. And they've offered us a deal where basically they're willing to literally charge us no tariff.
No confirmation on any details of that offer from the Indian side or details of it from the White House just yet, guys, but we'll get on it and get back to you as soon as we have more information. Back over to you guys.
Thanks, Eamon. Yeah, Treasury Secretary Benson's call has been saying India is actually
Let's see what this brings us. Okay, so that's very red. I want to get out. I just don't feel safe. I don't think we're going to drop. I mean, down further. I think they may just take another day of consolidation at this level. Or even if we get 50% on each side, I'll take it.
Yes, drop below 61 on West Texas this morning. Thanks, Eamon. Still to come, digital promotions company Ibotta reporting Q1 results. You might remember they're backed by Walmart. Stock looking to turn things around after a rough first year as a public company. Today's 22% jump helping that cause. CEO is going to join us next.
Plus, speaking of Walmart, company says it may pass along tariff costs with price hikes. More on what Walmart CFO told us last hour. Money Movers back after a quick break.
Trading at Schwab is now powered by Ameritrade, unlocking the power of
Drop.
the award-winning trading platforms. Putting your trades into focus on Thinkorswim desktop with robust charting and analysis tools, including over 400 technical studies. Tailor the platforms to your unique needs with nearly endless customization, and track market trends with up-to-the-minute news and insights. Trade brilliantly with Schwab.
It's a smart move to get a second opinion. You do it when you're looking for a contractor. You definitely do it with medical advice.
Jeez, look at that
So
candle.
why not with your stock market investments? We can help you see opportunities you may be missing. At Henry & Walsh, it only takes a second to schedule your free second opinion. So what's there to lose? Speak to Henry & Walsh, the second opinion people.
One of my favorite supplements is Qunol turmeric. Turmeric helps with healthy joints and inflammation support, and Qunol has the #1 doctor recommended form of turmeric. Qunol, the brand I trust.
We just signed the lease on our third shop. My assistant went to custom8.com to get new uniforms with all the locations. He found great products, uploaded new art, and had boxes sent to all the shops. Custom8 makes it so easy. Get started today at custom8.com.
At Penn Medicine, sometimes innovation stops when hope has run short. A breakthrough idea becomes the new path forward, and an immune system transforms into a cancer killer. An invisible battle, and this campaign is now 10 days cancer-free. At Penn
Okay,
Medicine,
so let's
our
see.
mission is changing lives, one moment, one treatment, one patient at a time. Penn
They
Medicine.
are looking at that level, but the 588.
One of my favorite games will load up people's faces when they
Look
see
at
the end
cues.
price for color windows. I know my customers are always like, "What's it look like? I'm wearing the wrong oranges." No, not really. It's more like
RSI is getting hot now.
As we age, we get lines. That's okay. But our makeup needs change. That's why I created what the foundation.
It's going into that red level though. That's what I don't like. That's just my supply zone from before that we were kind of playing with. DMI starting to turn.
What all retailers are going to do is they're going to look at the cost of their merchandise and try to understand the elasticity of demand for that. And so, as an example, if
Now
you're
we're getting it overbought. Yeah.
discretionary item for $300 and there's a 50 or 100% tariff on that, it's actually going to be priced at a point where it's going to be more challenging to sell the same number of units. And so, what some retailers, and certainly we'll do some of this at Walmart, will do is they'll absorb a lot of the cost increase so that they can still flow that product, still be able to
Let's
sell
see.
that. But the level of tariffs, at least that were originally proposed in early April, were more than what retailers can absorb. And so, in able to manage their margin, they're going to look across all categories of products and ones that, and look at the elasticity of the demand for those products and maybe change.
I'm just wondering if this is really a bull trap now.
Tariff applied to it.
If that's what they're trying to do is they couldn't drop it, and so they're like, now we got to bring it up to get some liquidity to bring it down so that they can get in, if that's what it is that they're doing.
JP Morgan's looking at two things. One is PPI, which does suggest some firms are eating the cost, right? But it's hurting their margins. And their general point is look at Walmart. It's unclear
Oh, geez, excuse.
Walmart's having to move on price as well.
That's just, wow. Look at how red that is with those candles. My God, look at that. RSI is getting very blue here for the VIX. And the bank is starting to turn around somewhat. Let's see if there's any levels up here. They're all underneath, that's the problem.
It's absolutely always true that people are looking for value, but it's true that especially now there's a real emphasis on looking for affordability. You're hearing this from all the different leaders of the consumer packaged goods companies, leaders like that you just heard from Walmart. And so the question is, how do you use
I have that there.
intelligence and so forth to be more systematic?
Let me see if it's the 200 that it's gonna.
Price sensitive, but you're not needlessly giving away money to consumers who are less price sensitive. Brian, one of Walmart's points this morning was that they're going to try not to let
Or the 300? I don't even think that even applies anymore. Ah, damn.
best on things, categories like bananas and avocados. But I wonder how much of that you think can be self-contained. Well, we're seeing the same thing, with general merchandise partners who have a lot of
Let me get rid of this because that's not even applying at this point.
and that's affecting their decision making. We're seeing with some of the smaller and emerging brands, but generally speaking, a lot of the large core brands we work with, have pretty local supply chains. You heard from James Quincy at Coca-Cola earlier this week that they have actually a supply chain
All right, now we're at the very top.
pretty resilient. I think that's true for a lot of the fast-moving consumer goods companies. But either way, if they do feel that they need to increase their
59.
supply chain, we offer them an excellent way to do that far more intelligently and selectively and thoughtfully.
Oh my goodness. It's way too far away from the 9, but that's for sure. It needs to come down. That's for sure.
Very bullish on how they're executing, and I think that they and others that are focused on delivering maximum value at a point where people are deciding where to shop based on whether they have access to that value. So for those retailers that don't have the hundreds of millions of dollars of manufacturer incentives being presented to their consumers, they ought to join our network. Finally, internally for you guys, is the uncertainty causing you to take a fresh look at operating expense? You know, we fortunately are in a position where we feel good about keeping our operating expense largely flat. We said that a couple quarters now, and we're increasing our revenue. We're bringing to market a completely new upgraded value proposition, which is really exciting to our manufacturers who are looking for sort of a flight to quality. They want to drive incremental sales that couldn't have occurred if they didn't invest with us, and they want to do that at a cost that is such that they can be profitable on every single dollar. So at a time when people are being conservative about expense, we represent that place where you can grow the top line and the bottom line. That's really starting to resonate, and I think that's what you're seeing in the response of our share price today.
All right, Brian. Well, stock talks well up
Alright, so 59.19 is a little to be like a super, super red.
For Netflix, again, as it says, its ad tier has now more than 94 million monthly active users. How could fears of a global slowdown impact the ad market and the media space? We'll talk about that.
What a crazy, crazy move.
Introducing CNBC Plus, a new streaming platform from the #1 source in business news. On-the-go access to international financial markets, business news, and
Yeah, that was support right there. And then here. But it never got below that
real-time data and
AM.
CNBC's business day lineup on demand. CNBC Plus. Access any market, anytime, anywhere. Start streaming at cnbc.com/plus.
Wow. Holy moly. Alright, I have to, I mean, I don't even want to look.
Did you know that somebody could literally steal your house? Yeah, that is a thing that happens.
That is one extreme candle.
Forges your signature on one document, uses one fake register stamp. They then take out loans using your home equity. And the worst part of it is, you don't even know it's happening.
Jeez. Alright, 5902.
This right here is
Let me see if there's any new ones, but this is not. 5905 it's showing. We're like basically there. I mean, it has to drop because it's way too far, but it may just drop support and then take off.
Backed by 4 rigorously designed clinical trials. NextGen is clinically shown to increase
Here's a shooting star.
over 10 times. And to close common nutrient gaps.
Those put credit spreads look amazing.
The next generation of AG1 is here.
Hi, I'm Jay Jackson. For almost 20 years, Abacus Life has been purchasing life insurance policies for seniors. And in just seconds, you can use the free calculator at abacuspace.com to learn what your policy might be worth. For many of my clients, selling their life insurance with Abacus was right for them and their estate plans. Don't sell or lapse your policy without going to abacuspace.com first. There are no fees and no obligations. Get the real value for your life insurance when you need it with Abacus.
Is this your dream of retirement? How about this week, people? I like fishing. Or is this
Bank is starting to turn. We're starting to get something off of the VIX finally.
It's a goal. It's easy when markets are going up. But what about when they're not? That's why you need this.
Call for Fisher's Retirement Survival Kit, featuring your guide to surviving market volatility, our stock market outlook, plus the Fisher Investments Difference.
3 indispensable guides. Yours free for calling 1-800-213-5317.
Fisher Investments is a good approach that helps see you through the market's ups
Yeah, let's see where this goes.
Feel the confidence you need to reach a comfortable retirement. And our fees are structured so we do better when our clients do better. Call now for your free retirement scrutiny. 1-800-213-5317. See if your dream retirement is on track. If your portfolio is $1 million or more, call Fisher today. Call 1-800-213-5317.
Tech Check is sponsored by Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
I spoke to Tim Cook this morning, and he's going to try to even up his numbers. $100 billion. He's building a lot of plants in the United States for Apple, and we look forward to that. Where is Jensen, by the way? Where is he? He's standing here. Where is he? Thank you very much, Jensen. Tim Cook isn't here.
Uh-oh.
You are. What a job you've done. I had a little problem with Tim Cook yesterday. I said to him, Tim, my friend, I treated you very good. You're coming in with $500 billion, but now here you're building all over India. I don't want you building in India. You can build in India if you want to take care of India.
That was the president attacking Tim Cook in recent days over the company's plans for iPhone production. Our Steve Kovac has the story for today's Tech Check. Steve, you said it yesterday, living rent-free in his head.
Yeah, and we're seeing it again. It's like he was watching our conversation yesterday because he was talking about Tim Cook again today. And look, Carl, this is all tied to Apple's decision to ramp up production in India this year to skirt those tariffs on China. This is not the outcome the president was looking for 2 weeks ago during earnings. Apple kind of painted a new picture of its supply chain. The plan they were talking about here were iPhones sold in the U.S. They're eventually going to be sourced from India, while other products like Macs and AirPods and watches, those are going to come from Vietnam, while China, in the meantime, will supply the rest of the world. Now, so far, no commitment from Apple to make iPhones in the United States, which seems to be the main goal of Trump and his administration. India iPhone production, in the meantime, have been ramping up significantly since the pandemic, before we're even talking about all these tariff issues. That's when supply chains were slowed down due to those COVID lockdowns out in China. Now,
Come on down, please. Come on down.
the tariffs still need a lot more capacity, though, to produce the approximately 65 million iPhones sold in the United States each year. And
Come on, give us a little bit more.
he has a, quote, problem
Banks are
with Tim Cook and
dropping.
Apple and the public pressure campaign he's been on all this week. What we saw in those stocks right there, this is his third public mention of Cook in the last 4 days. Highly critical of him. Remember, Tim Cook and Apple have
Thing is, we're now at the 9. We need to continue.
made that personal $1 million
Make it a nice,
donation
quick
to
little
Courtney
flush to get out.
and showed up behind the president as he was sworn in back in January, and also committed to building a new factory to
It's
make
later on in the day, somewhat. Yeah, so this is, so notice this, what happened, right? The European close was 11. What time did we start moving? Basically, the big pump started at 11. It's closed. They took their money, so now we see.
That doesn't seem to be working out so well this time. Don't think Trump's going to be happy until he can really hold up an iPhone and say, this was made in the United States, Carl.
And you've long said, Steve, that is unlikely to happen. Is that changing your view?
Yeah, I mean, it can happen. It's just going to be an enormously expensive iPhone. We've been talking about this since Liberation Day. What would it take for an iPhone to be
Come on, break a little bit under that 59.14. Unless it's going to try to do a double top.
I do wonder if they're regretting that Tim Cook did not accompany him to the big Saudi investment conference. I mean, Amazon CEO was there, Tesla CEO was there, Nvidia CEO was there, Microsoft CEO was there. That was FYI. Where was Tim Cook?
Let's see what this does.
So I mean, yeah, that seems to be rubbing Trump the wrong way too, because he was out there to make all those deals. It seems like Jensen Huang is his new favorite tech CEO, though. He really likes pointing up to Jensen. So yeah, that is another issue that Trump seems to be worried about. But more than anything is this India issue. I mean, he realizes making phones in India is not the goal of his administration. His goal is to get those over here. He told Tim Cook, go ahead and make
Okay, let's see, that resistance is there. We just need the break under that 59.15 now.
Analogy I have right now is what we saw in the first term, where Tim Cook brought Trump down to that factory in Texas where they had that low volume those Mac Pros, maybe something like that, a kind of low volume facility where they could say, hey, we brought all these parts over from Asia or other supply chain countries and assembled it here, and now we have it assembled in the U.S. ICO. Maybe they could do that, but again, it's just that it doesn't really hit the scale that the iPhones have. They sell like 200 million of these things every year across the globe. To make 65 million of those here in the United States isn't in the cards.
Well, they are, and you also talked about the India trade deal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, seriously, right.
On the production of iPhones in India, shipping them over here.
Exactly.
Thank you, Steve. Let's go back. It's time now for a news update. Savannah has that for us. Morning, Savannah. Hey, Sarah. Good morning to you. President Trump suggested today that the U.S. and Iran, quote, sort of agree to terms on a nuclear deal. He described recent talks between Washington and Tehran as very serious negotiations for long-term peace. The president has also
Come on, get down underneath that 59.15.
nuclear facilities will be possible if the talks fall apart. Vice President J.D. Vance's office says he will lead a U.S. delegation to attend the Hope meeting in the Philippines, inaugural mass on Sunday. Secretary of State Marco Rubio
Just needs to break because it's like it's going to start forming this flag. So we needed the break to go under.
died on April 21st. And electric air taxi firm Archer announced today that they will be the new official air taxi provider for the Los Angeles Olympics and Paralympic Games in 2028. The company says it will provide venue-to-venue transportation for athletes and fans. LA's mayor has already announced the upcoming games will be a no-car event. Archer still needs official Federal Aviation Administration certification to be able to carry passengers out. Well, maybe this will speed that up. Yeah. I guess we can hope. Thank you, Savannah. Billionaire investor Frank McCourt is coming up with us on the other side of this break. How potential China trade deal could impact his bid to buy TikTok. That's next.
Crypto Watch is sponsored by Crypto.com.
Come on, start breaking for us. Banks, I don't like how bank is doing this. I do like how the VIX is starting to come back up, so it has room. So it has room from here up, right, even to here, which would drop us down, which is what we need. We need a quick, violent drop.
Franklin Templeton, your trusted partner for what's ahead.
Goldilocks needs a place of her own. It's fast. Thank Redfin. They update their machines every 2 months. And with so many options, she's bound to find exactly what she wants.
This one's just right.
It's the Omaha Steaks Memorial Day sale event, where you get 50% off site-wide. Save on favorites like top-tier filet mignon, juicy chicken breast, sides, desserts, and so much more. Order now and get our famous burgers free. To honor America's heroes, active and retired military will save.
Okay, sorry. So we're I really don't like this flag. Just break.
Ultra high absorption turmeric to support mitochondria. It's the #1 doctor recommended form of turmeric. It helps you keep cooking things you love at every age. Pure brand.
All right, let's see.
Uncertain times. When the future of the economy is cloudy, reach for the silver lining. Today, silver is available for an unprecedented 100-to-1 ratio when compared to gold. Market experts say that anything above 80-to-1 is a clear signal that silver is undervalued. Now's your chance to grab that silver lining and secure your future.
Just gonna wait to see if we drop real quick and then I'll go get something to eat. Alright, so NQ is developing a little support here at 380. Right there. This one is at 59.15. Problem is that the RSI is so extended that I don't know how much more it's going to have. Dun, 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 let's go. Bank is there. See anything new? No, 11:34. Here we go. Still that 59. I think 5,900 now is red. 5905. But that's support. That's what I don't like now. The one underneath us, 5895-ish. That's green, which is acting as support now. That's not good. Right, because we're trapped now between these two. 50. We're just trapped in here now. And there's some big support there. I don't know, guys. I may just take the hit. 5,900 will be my thing, but I don't know if I'll just take the hit and just be like, all right, well, can always make it back. RSI is hot. Like, this looks good to push up the VIX. Just because we're so close to that top, the 59.15. Let's see. Come on, drop us, please. The 21 is down here. I just like the VIX. But this is a nice supply zone that it may just hit, drop us a little bit to the 21 and bounce. And then it may do a double bottom. And then it may go up, which would then cause us to go down. Bank is heading down. So crazy, but that's a lesson now. When you see this and it's holding this trend line like this, we're gonna run. We're like, not for us. Support. Let me look at the 15. See, like something like this, hit the top, and then dropped. Hit it again. Here we are. So this is what's scary, because if it's going to break, it knows it needs force, and it could just be waiting to pick up more shares of people. Look at this.
Sarah, anything that you don't want from that?
No, I wonder how you react to some of the deals and relationships we're striking on AI.
Okay, we're right at it, which
Countries and
before it was wicks, wicks. We better not form a full candle.
there. I mean, one of the themes of the week has been that others should build off the U.S. tech stack and should buy from the U.S. tech stack. Do you worry about that?
Yeah, I do. I worry a lot about it. Look, we've created something incredible technology here in the U.S. The internet is amazing invention, and it's now come to be something that's not a nice to have thing, right? It's a must have. We're all fully dependent on the internet for day to day, and so it needs to be an internet that works for us, not against us, and where we're not the product. You know, we are people with power and with rights and with agency, and we're treated that way. We're not the product. And so what I see happening right now is that we have hundreds of millions of Americans and people in free societies around the world creating massive amounts of data, which are being collected and aggregated by a few companies, and they're exploiting that data and benefiting solely from it, regardless of the harms.
Bank is pointing up now. DMI here also, but there's a wick. VIX is the red is pointing up, which I don't like, obviously. DMI starting to turn here. Volume still looks good though. Oh no, did my computer just freeze?
Frank, I hear you, and again, I'm trying to hold it off as much as possible on the phone, on the social, but I just don't know.
I think my computer may have frozen.
To change things and redesign the system as you're
Or this, is it still moving or no? Because I can't even. Yeah, my computer just completely froze, and we're going through it. Oh my gosh! All right, let me get off YouTube, and then I'll go on chat. Let me just see what I'm gonna do here. Probably cut it, but let me end this.